Don't blink. It's your boy. Welcome to another video. Welcome to another show. Because today we're having a fantastic flipping evening, morning, afternoon. Today we're unboxing another Funko Pop. Well, it's been unboxed for us. It is a Sirius Black. You can see my hand going in. I didn't do that. I didn't commit that cardinal sin. The playlist is called Cardinal Sin Opening Funko Box, but it's a clickbait because I'm not opening them. I'm just showcasing them. We just finished run in the Harry Potter, who boy you lived, kind of saga, if you will, and you may. We have so many characters. Look at this shit, bro. So many. Trey, CM, this. 10 characters. We got Sirius. Why Sirius? Well, when I say Run I is a character that I love, it's just another character that I fucking love. Why Sirius? Because there's a handful of characters in Harry Potter that are truly amazing, that are truly defying. So we have Snape, we have Snape, right? We have Sirius, we have possibly Dumbledore. Dumbledore that truly are changing. The rest of them, for example, if you get Ron, which is a super loyal guy, you get Hermione, who's super smart. They do have character development, but at the end of the series, Hermione is still this super smart guy, and Ron is still this super brave guy. But Sirius does change. The first time we see Sirius is in the Prisoner of Azkaban. So Sirius was wrongfully accused. Oops, oh spoiler. My bad boy. Was wrongfully accused of killing Harry Potter parents. I know, what a fucking dick, dude. What a monster. And then we learned that it's not true. He didn't kill them. He didn't fucking kill them. It was the asshole called, I forgot his name. It was the, I actually forgot his name. Oh shit. Well, it wasn't. I forgot his name. I'm not even joking. I know it's James. I know it's Rupert Lupin. I know it's Sirius Black. What is the third one? I have no fucking clue. I'm realizing this. Not a true Harry Potter fan. I'm sorry. I forgot his name. Not fuck. But Sirius Black is a. He's supposed to be in jail, and then he escaped, and then he's supposed to be this criminal. And the whole time you can see that he's after Harry, but it's not really after Harry. Prisoner of Azkaban, when they wrote it, when they filmed it, it was a bunch of flaws. Like, they said, oh, Sirius was holding a knife. Sirius was holding a... Well, I guess it was not that flaw because Sirius didn't have a wand. Sirius, we realized that he's not a bad guy. He's a good guy. He's just looking for Harry because he's a godfather. He promised James and Lily were going to take care of Harry if something was to happen to them, and something did happen to them. So Sirius was there. And the craziest thing is, by Sirius being there, if you look at the other members of the Order of the Phoenix, most of them have something happen to them. We're seeing Full Eye, Mowgli, the teacher of defense. He has a dark art with the fucked up eyes. We have Albus, which are protected. The rest are pretty messed up. And then you have Sirius, who was saved because he was in Azkaban. The fact that what I love about Sirius is, again, we're presenting this character that is supposed to be a J.K. Rowling. What she does really well. You may not like the woman. You may not disagree with the woman. What she does really well is write off a character and write off hints in a book. For example, if you look at Chamber of Secrets, the fact that everybody survived and why survive. And the fact that we learned that Dobby was Malfoy, health, right? Talking about slavery, weird. But then in Sirius, there's a couple of hints that he was a good guy, and those hints are kind of cool. It's funny because Sirius is kind of a flawed character, but it's amazing because he's so flawed. So again, we meet him as this criminal, and then he ends up being Harry's godfather. He doesn't know what to do with Harry, and he's very impulsive. One of the things that I don't like about Harry Potter, the character of Harry, is because he's very impulsive. He's jumping into the action. He does some stupid shit, and those stupid shits aren't gonna arm him. And then you can say, yeah, but there's armor plot. The dude was 11 and went after the fucking Philosopher's Stone. And you can say what you want, right? Oh, that's part of the story. Yeah, you're 11, dude. You're 11. A year ago, you didn't know that you were a wizard. Like, I know you learned some shit, but you didn't learn a lot. Sirius is the exact same way. Sirius, as a dog, goes to visit Harry at the train station and gets recognized by the Malfoy. Sirius, he does a lot of problems. But Sirius, what I love about Sirius is that he truly tries to help. Like, he has his house that is it's horrible, but even with his house being horrible, he's able to say, "Hey, I'll give it to the Order of Phoenix." He's very he's very selfless. He's very you see, it's kind of funny because Rupert Lupin was also somewhat akin to Harry. He was James Potter's best friend, and you could tell me, yeah, Lupin was kind of nice to Harry. Well, was he? He didn't take care of Harry. And then I know what you're saying. Yeah, but he was a werewolf. He didn't want anyone close to him. But he did make an effort. He could have talked about more about the fall. He could talk about more about what happened. You see, Sirius, although he was rash, he was a better godfather for Harry. He was a dude. It's so weird. Sirius was sorry. I think Sirius was coming from a fact that he was not that uncomfortable. He was on. I'm looking for my word tonight. I'm so sorry. Sirius was he put himself low. He was very not comfortable. I'm looking for a word. Where's that fucking word? I'm losing. I did. I'm on videos today. There's so many of them. But he was very. He didn't have a lot of confidence. He didn't have a lot of. He was always like, "Oh, dude, I'm not the best." Even when Snape was giving him shit, he would like. He would agree. Sirius also dealt with the fact that his whole family was against. So his whole family were Voldemort supporters. And then Sirius was like, "No, I am not." But he had to deal with the fact that his family was like that. He even had an house elf. And if it was for him, he would have sent him free. But it's amazing how Sirius is the representation of what went wrong. So if you look at the books, if you look at the father of the grandfather of Voldemort, you see a dude that had a lot of pride but had no money, was broke. Sirius is the exact opposite. Sirius was coming from a family. It is a perfect example of what dark wizards are. Like if you look, and it's cool because if you look at Bellatrix, if you look at Snape is a double agent, so it's not really like a dark wizard. But if you look at them, most of them are going to be characters that are very they're very it's very black and white. Like if you see the house of the Malfoy, who's hiding some dark art, and if you look at the house of the Weasley, you can understand who's a good guy and who's a bad guy by first thing. If you look at Sirius Black, he has every single flaw. Again, being rash, being not thinking, making mistake, having to deal with the family past, but still wanting to do the fact that I don't like Harry because again he's so headstrong. He doesn't give a fuck about consequences. He just jump in situation. It's the exact same reason why Sirius is a character that I love because Harry. You get why Sirius is doing it. Sirius is doing it for out of love for Harry, and it is so cool because the brief moment it is. I'm gonna spoil it for you guys. We meet him and Prisoner of Azkaban. For the entirety of Goblet of Fire, he's hiding. Then in the fifth one, he has his whole house, and he's asking Harry, "Hey, do you want to come and live with me?" So we see him. They live together. He's being a godfather for like 3 weeks. At the end of the Order of Phoenix, he dies. It's not the fact that Sirius didn't bring a lot, and it's not because Sirius died in the fifth, and like in the seventh, there's a lot of people died in their mentioned, but nobody mentioned Sirius after the sixth. There's Harry that's like, "Oh, I miss you, I miss you, I miss you." But apart from that, we don't know. And Sirius is the like imagine being this character. Like his best friend died out of another friend. The only person that you trust, which is a werewolf, you have to fight. Then you have the Order of Phoenix, and the Order of Phoenix are like, "Oh, you're a fuck up." So Sirius was very again, he's flawed, but in a good way. The fact that he's so flawed makes him I don't want to say like he's a good character for sure, but I feel like Sirius is more of a character that we're relating to. We have it's funny because J.K. Rowling, right, the way she wrote Harry, because of course she wrote the characters like the way she wrote the main character, which is Harry, Ron, and Hermione. Hermione is this badass woman who's smart and who doesn't give a fuck. She'll punch dudes, she doesn't care. You got Ron, who is, again, very loyal but very broke, is a cheap version of Harry, and always a way for Harry to shine through Ron. And Harry, who is this main character, God complex, super rash. And then you got Sirius, who is the guy who... And I feel like his biggest problem is he's misunderstood. Like, Imagine having to live in a house where you were abused. Imagine living in a house where a lot of the people that were there, you hated. Imagine having to live in a house and having to the only reason they got you in the order was to give the house. And then he fought, and the first time he fought, he got killed. And the worst part is he didn't even get his revenge. Molly was the one that apprehended Bellatrix. Bellatrix killed Sirius, and the entirety of after post-mortem of Sirius, Harry's like, oh, I hate Bellatrix, but he doesn't do shit against her. So again, Sirius he's no Snape. He doesn't have the same story as Snape. He doesn't have the quality of the story of Snape. He doesn't have the quality of the story of Harry Potter. But he's still a character that we love. Everybody loved Sirius Black. Everybody loved the character. But even an actor was super close to Daniel Radcliffe. And there's a lot of people, again, allegedly, that are saying that, oh, Daniel used to drink a lot on set. And the actor that was older was able to say, hey, dude, and they help him out a little bit. So yeah, huge respect for Sirius Black. Super character. It's funny because in the beginning I said, oh, there's a couple of characters that are complicated. Dumbledore is seen as this amazing wizard and a super strong wizard. Ends up kind of being an asshole and willing to sacrifice Harry Potter for the greater good, but again, willing to sacrifice. Using other people, using a lot of people. And it's kind of like, ugh. Right? And associating himself with Dark Wizard just to get stronger, which is, again, the fact that he saved the planet from Voldemort. Again, he saved the student from Voldemort, but who stopped Voldemort? Was it Dumbledore or was it Harry? And then even when Voldemort was on power, where was Dumbledore? Why didn't he do shit? And then you couldn't tell me, yeah, but he knew there was Horcrux. So what? So what? So we have this other character, which is Snape. So if you don't know the story, Snape ends up being an asshole the whole entirety of the thing. But the only reason why he's an asshole to Harry is because Harry's father used to bully him, and he actually cares about Harry. He cares a great deal because he has his mother's eyes, and he was in love with Lily. Severus Snape, sorry, was a character who did everything he did for the woman he loved, even though she died. Severus Snape was kind of a hero, right? And then you got Sirius Black, who's again, he's a character that's super flawed, but you kind of like him. Even if you look at Neville Longbottom, right? There's not a lot of people that like Neville in the first movie, the first book. At the end, everybody likes Neville because he beats the odds. There's a lot of people that like Harry from the first book, me included. I don't like Harry from the second book. Yeah. There's a lot of characters that are very one-dimensional. Like, everybody likes Hagrid, everybody hates Umbridge, and they're written for that. Sirius is this character you're supposed you at first you hate, and then that's kind of cool. So I do, again, the complexity of the character, and I know I'm repeating myself, but it's just the memory coming back to me. Just the fact that such an amazing character in a Funko Pop. Yeah, love you guys. Peace. What an abrupt ending.